Hello and welcome back. My name is Rebecca, and if you're new here, I'm so glad you are. Thanks for joining me. Today I am making a DIY liquid laundry detergent that is non-toxic and not bad for you. So I did away with a store-bought detergent probably, I think it was maybe like April, maybe even March of last year, 2022. I have not bought store-bought detergent since then. I've been making it myself. I started by making an English Ivy laundry detergent, which when I found out that you could literally make laundry detergent from the ivy that grows on people's like houses and sheds and trees and stuff, I was like mind blown. Like, I felt the need to tell everybody that I knew because I thought it was the coolest thing that you could make laundry detergent from that. That was my first journey into making my own laundry detergent. I love that. It's it's not very practical. It's great in the sense that it's from nature. It doesn't cost any money. We had some growing right on our shed. So it was like I just went out and foraged for leaves and made the recipe. Not practical in the sense that it only lasts for about 10 days. And I had gotten sick in April, and the last thing I wanted to do was go forage for leaves. So I decided to make a different recipe instead. So while I do love the English Ivy laundry detergent, it's not always practical and it won't be for everybody. Then I went on and I made a powder laundry detergent, which I love this recipe. The only problem right now is that I'm completely out. My grocery store is not carrying Fels naphtha anymore, which is the bar soap that you use to make this laundry detergent with. I'm currently doing a no spend January, which means that I am not spending any extra or unnecessary money for the entire month. Which also means that I'm not making any extra trips to the grocery store, which this would require a trip to the grocery store if they were carrying the Fels naphtha, which they're not, which means I would have to order it online. I did give myself a small budget for ordering things for videos and stuff like that, but I have all the ingredients in my home to make a liquid laundry detergent, which is what I'm doing today, because I can't wait for an order to come in the mail. I have a huge pile of laundry behind me. I did no laundry this weekend. I took the weekend off and I just enjoyed myself. I did absolutely nothing. I took 2 naps on Saturday, which was very lovely, and I just needed a break. So I allowed myself to do that. But now there's work to be done. So I'm putting together this detergent. Like I said, I have not bought store-bought detergent in a very long time just because it's toxic and full of chemicals. I tried to read the ingredients on the container that I have here of my store-bought detergent. I can't pronounce half of them, more than half of them. And I kept my store-bought detergent in case of an emergency if we ever ended up needing it, which we have been using for about a week or so because we've been out of the homemade detergent. I emptied that and I put it in this jar, which is what I was keeping some of my other detergent in. First of all, why does it this color? Which I wrote a whole article about the chemicals and fragrances and dyes that they add to laundry detergent, and it's on my website right now, journeywithrebecca.com, if you guys want to check out all of the harsh chemicals and things that are in there. But one of the questions I asked was, why is it blue? Like, why is all like cleaning and detergent stuff blue? It just doesn't, it's not natural. But this made me laugh because during my teenage years, when I was super into black lights and tie-dye t-shirts, I would take some detergent from our laundry room at home and I would put it in like an old Coke or Pepsi bottle and it would glow under the black light, and I thought that was cool. So I had like a bunch of bottles with like little bits of detergent laying around my room, which is super weird. Plus, do you want to put something that glows under the black light onto your clothing, which is then going under your skin? I don't. So your skin is your biggest organ, and you're washing clothes and these things that are full of dyes and fragrances and perfumes and toxins that cause cancer, and then it's getting absorbed into your skin, and I'm just not okay with that anymore, which is why I'm making my own detergent. So this is really simple to make. It's only four or five ingredients. It's water, 16 cups of water, then you have your washing soda and your borax, which you can get these both right in the laundry detergent aisle in your grocery store. And then I'm using a non-scented castile soap. You can use a scented fragrance one if you want. I have several other fragrances. I haven't found this at the grocery store or Walmart yet, but I did find a bunch at Target, and I was super excited because I had been just having to get mine online, but I did find some there. So I don't know, maybe depending upon where you live, you can get some in your grocery store. So it takes those ingredients, and then if you want, you can add essential oils to it. I think I'm leaving essential oils out of this recipe for now, but it's really simple to make, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. Like I said, I already had all of these ingredients. It makes a big batch, so you're not going to have to make some again in a week. It'll last you a long time. And then I'm putting it right in this old detergent thing that I have because, like I said, it's no spend January for me. I'm not buying anything that I don't need or that's unnecessary, which I am eventually going to need that, but it's not totally required right now since I have this old container. I will eventually buy a glass one and get rid of the plastic and then recycle the old container. But at least I'll have this to put the detergent in and be able to dispense it easily since it's a liquid detergent. So let's get started. I started this recipe by bringing 8 cups of water to a boil. Not a big rolling boil, just almost barely a boil. You just want to get the water hot enough that it's going to dissolve the other ingredients that you're adding to it. Now you're just going to mix this until everything is dissolved and all combined. So I have to be honest with you, I think the next time I make this, I am not going to put the castile soap, and I still haven't decided, is it castile or castile? Because I know one of them is a town near me. I'm not going to put this castile soap in with the other ingredients. Honestly, it just makes it clumpy and makes it harder to dissolve, I think. I'm not gonna do that again next time. So maybe if you guys wanna try this recipe, maybe don't combine the castile liquid soap with the powdered. It just makes everything clumpy. So I mean, I don't know if there's a purpose to doing that. It doesn't seem like there is. It would just make sense to put the liquid soap in with the water and then add the powdered ingredients. So this is just about all dissolved now. I'm just making sure there's no chunks. And then I think I'm gonna have to put this into a bigger vessel because I need to add 8 more cups of water to this, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough room. So I'm going to have to combine everything into a bigger pot. All right, so I added everything to a bigger pot, which I'm glad I did. I definitely don't think that 16 cups of water would have fit in my other pot. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna let this completely cool and come to room temperature. And then you can put it into whatever vessel you're keeping it in. Like I said, I have my old store-bought container that I'm gonna be using because it has the little push nozzle on it. So you can easily just disperse your laundry detergent into your cup, which I'm going to also reuse the cup. At this point, you could add essential oils if you wanted to. You would add probably about 50 drops because this is a lot of liquid. So if you want to have that scent in your laundry, you're going to want to add a lot of drops of essential oil to it just so it doesn't get washed out when you're doing your laundry. This will thicken, and you're going to have to shake this before you use it. Because of the ingredients that are in it, they're going to want to congeal and, like, I don't know, put themselves back together. I don't know, I'm not a scientist. That sounded really stupid though, but do you know what I mean? So you're going to want to definitely shake this. Don't shake it too much though. I guess there's not baking soda in it, but I'm just thinking like you shake it and it's gonna like expand, and that would be bad. You're gonna put about a 1/4 cup of this into your washing machine when you do your laundry, and I'm looking forward to having a liquid detergent again because you can add it right into your dispenser. Before, I was literally, we were using a shot glass to measure out our laundry detergent because nobody drinks here, and we had an extra shot glass, so I was like, okay, well this is the perfect amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool, and then I'm going to get it into my container. I'm not sure how well you can see, but this is getting like a film on it as it cools down. So that's what I mean when I say that it's going to like congeal a little bit and maybe be not so liquid. I'm not sure what the bottom of it is like yet because I haven't checked it. I'm just kind of letting it sit and cool down until I can move it into the separate container I'm going to keep it in. I successfully transferred my laundry detergent from my pot to the container I'm keeping it in for now. This is what it looks like. Just one word of caution, be careful when you are dispensing it if you're using like a push dispenser like that, because it is going to come out very fast. It's not as viscous as a regular laundry detergent is. I think after time, once it sits and settles, it will be, which is why you should be shaking it just gently before you are using it. If it gets clogged, it might just be too cold, so put it in a warm area. This has no scent to it. I chose not to put any fragrance in mine. I can tell you what it doesn't smell like though. It does not smell like clean linen or mountain fresh air or whatever those other made up scents are, because literally clean linen is a made up scent. It's just chemicals and fragrance. So I feel really good about washing my clothes with this. My kids use this. They've gotten used to just using homemade detergent, and they even asked the other day, like, are we supposed to be using the store-bought stuff? Because we were just out and didn't have any of the homemade stuff. So I totally recommend using something like this. As always, Carl is here to say hello to everyone. I am home from work early today, and he thinks that because I'm home early that it's time for dinner, and it's definitely not time for dinner yet. So Carl says hi, and I think that's it. I'm gonna add this to my website, so if you have any questions or need the recipe, you can find it there. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.